I find negativity from parents to be the hardest thing to deal with after you wake up. Because once you tell your parent that you no longer want to be a Jehovah's Witness anymore, you have serious doubts, you're not feeling the religion no more, you don't want to study no more, you don't want to go to meetings anymore, that's when shit hits the fan. They will make your life a living hell. They'll increase your Bible studies, increase family worship, they'll do personal Bible studies with you, try to force that JW brainwash more onto you because they always feel like the cure to someone who's spiritually weak is to just give them more JWBS. They'll make you go in service more, they'll make you pioneer with them, telephone witnessing, letter writing foolishness. They could even potentially kick you out of your house. No, it's a no for me, dog. To have your parent tell you that you're never gonna make it without an organization, to have your parents say, oh, you're gonna be a prostitute on the streets, you're gonna be into drugs and do all of this stuff, it really affects you mentally. This is something that most JW parents tell their children when their children try to be independent, have their own way, have their own ideas, their own individuality, just do their own thing, have their own life. Parents will try to tell you that you're never gonna make it out in this world, you are absolutely nothing without the organization, you'll never make it out on your own alone. If you leave this organization, you're gonna end up on drugs, you're gonna be an alcoholic, you're gonna be in jail, you're gonna be a prostitute, you're gonna be pregnant, you're gonna be homeless. Oh Jesus, someone's here, someone's here, someone's here, someone's here, someone's here, someone's here. Why are you coming here? Like, why did you choose now to come? Please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me. He's coming over here. Now I have to find a place to record. This is great, this is so great. All right, y'all, I'm back. I finally found a place to film, so we're good. As I was saying, this is how parents view us. They view us as we gonna go to drugs, we gonna be alcoholics, we gonna be pregnant, broke, on the street, homeless. This is how they see us if we leave the organization and we become worldly. Constantly hearing your parents berate you and criticize you and make you feel like shit for no longer wanting to be part of a pyramid scheme as cult is emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually exhausting and draining. On top of that, you have to deal with the pain of finding out that your whole life has been a lie. The organization you've been in protects pedophiles and rapists and does not report any child abuse cases to the police. You'll never be able to have your dream normal childhood ever again. You can never get those years back. And you may or may not be potentially cut off from your whole entire family just because you no longer believe in a cult. Even though my situation is a lot better than what it was a few months ago, I still deal with facing negativity from my family. And I wanted to share a few things that I do whenever I feel like I'm at a loss and like everyone is against me. And hopefully these can help you too. If we can try to look at this shitty ass situation in a different way, then we can find healthier ways to cope. Now you may be like, girl,
what do you even, what?
How do you even do that? Don't worry, sis, I got you. You have to ask yourself the question, why are my parents giving me so much anxiety and negativity? What is the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
What was the reason?
If someone is constantly criticizing you, manipulating you, berating you, degrading you, giving off extreme negativity, intentionally or not, then that is them projecting their own fear and demons onto you because they're at war within themselves. They're not happy with themselves, so they're gonna make everybody around them unhappy as well. Fear is one of the main reasons why your parents are so negative and critical towards you. This fear is what eats away at your parents' mental health, their logical reasoning, and causes extreme anxiety and irrational thoughts. They can't be happy for you if you want to be independent or if you want to leave the crib or if you no longer want to be a witness because, as the expression goes, misery loves company. Jehovah's Witnesses are miserable and they're mad that you actually have the courage to go out there and do something that they were never brave enough to do in the first place. They're mad that you actually have the courage to stand up for yourself and want something out of your life other than what they have. They believe that you're either with Jehovah or you're with Satan. Us against them. The black and white view. There's no simply just being yourself, finding yourself, truly loving yourself, setting healthy boundaries. You can't just leave the organization and be a good person. Oh no, you're never a good person if you leave the organization. It's either you with God or you with Satan. That's it. Our JW parents do not live in the same world as us. They have delusional thinking and they take take it upon themselves to be very micromanaging and very controlling in their children's life. Helicopter parents. And when the child turns 18 and they actually wake the hell up and they decide to do whatever the hell it is they want to do in life, the parent goes in panic mode because they don't want to see their children leave the nest. They don't want to face the embarrassment of having a disfellowship child. They don't want their child to go off and be happy without them while they're stuck in a cult. They also don't want their child to die in Armageddon. They just want to see their kids in paradise. That is all their delusional thinking. It all stems from fear. You have to look at the reasons why they're acting out, what got them out of their body, in order to better understand where they're coming from. Because it's just like, you want your parents to understand you, right? Well, in order for them to understand you, you have to also be willing to understand them. Your parents live in their own little worlds, oblivious to everything going on around them. They can't face the fact that there's actually happiness out in the real world. They can't, because it would mean that they're wrong. It would mean that everything that they believed in and they taught their children was wrong. And that's the worst thing to be faced with. At the end of the day, their negativity is just them in their delusional way of thinking, trying to help you. Because they're trying to help you, does that mean they're actually helping you? No, absolutely not. No ma'am, no ma'am. You're just in a toxic, negative JW environment all the time. They're always nagging you. They're always telling you BS. They're always telling you that you need to do this, you need to prepare for this, you need to go in service more, you need to pray more, you need to read the Bible more. It's just so much noise. At some point in your life, it gets too much. You literally get to a point where it's like, you've had enough. But the one thing that I learned that really helped me to cope is just knowing that they're always going to talk, and that's all they'll ever do. That is all they will ever do, and that is all they can do. They can only talk. They're all words and no actions. Take a look at their life. What do they have to say over their life? What have they accomplished in their life besides being a pioneer, doing 70 hours a month? What do you have to show for yourself? Do you want the life that your parents have? If you make the same decision that your parents are telling you to make, then you are going to have the same exact life that they have as Jehovah's Witnesses, serving day in, day out as loyal Jehovah's Witnesses to a narcissistic religion. If you listen to them, you're going to turn into them. Having acceptance and knowing that your parents are always going to talk, they're always going to give you JWBS, they're always going to be on some shit, that's all they're going to do. Just knowing this and having acceptance over it makes everything so much easier. You just have to learn how to mentally shut them out. And trust me, I know that is way easier said than done. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, just shut them out. Shut them out mentally. It's not that hard. Trust me, I'm not going to be the one to say that, because that is hard. That is hard, okay? If you'd like me to do a video on how to actually mentally shut out your parents, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do a video on that, okay? Okay. Although our JW parents are just trying to protect us and doing the best with what they know, they are leading us down a JW path that is not meant for us. That is not the path that is meant for you. You have to figure out what is your path, what is it that you want to do with your life. You do not have to have the same life that your parents do. You do not owe your parents your life. Stop allowing your parents to live vicariously through you. Just because they're your parents does not mean that they're entitled to tell you what you should do with your life. Create a safe haven that you can have, a personal safe haven. If you don't have somewhere you can go, make your room a safe haven. Always have nice candles. Keep it clean. Keep your environment clean. My safe haven was literally my car. I was always in my car. Like, people would be FaceTiming and they would be like, why are you always in your car? Like, are you in your driveway right now? Like, how long have you been in your driveway? And I would literally just stay in my car because I did not want to go home. Like, I did not want to go inside and deal with negativity. I couldn't. I didn't want to. So I would literally just stay in my car, and I loved it. Like, my car was my safe haven. Find a safe haven that works for you. This may be hard, but spend as much time as you can by yourself. Isolate yourself, or just spend time with friends that genuinely love you unconditionally. Preferably not JW friends, because they not, obviously they gonna be doing the same thing your parents are doing. Spend time with family and friends that genuinely want the best for you, not for them. If being at home is just too much and there's just always negativity negativity there, then make an excuse to go out, find new activities to do, pick up an extra shift at work, go to the gym, go to the park, go to Barnes & Noble, go to the mall, go sit somewhere, go at a coffee shop, go somewhere, just get out of the house. Spend as much time outside as you can. Just try to get away from the negativity as long as you can. Control your environment. You don't have control over your parents, okay? You don't have control over what they say to you. You can't control the negativity that you get, but you can control how you react to it. Don't just sit there and take it. Do something about it. Put some headphones on, put some beats on, go outside, go for a run, go to the gym, go do some journaling, go meditate, go outside, go in your car, go to the Barnes & Noble, go say you need to go shopping, go do something. You're 18 years and older, there's no reason why you should be keeping me in the house. Where are you going? Outside. Even if it's in your backyard, constantly hearing all that noise, you'll never be able to feel like you can get out of your house. Find reasons to be outside. Take care of yourself as much as you can. You need to recharge. When you get negativity, that just brings your energy levels lower and lower and lower and lower. So you need to recharge yourself, and you are the only person that can do that. Write down what your dream life is. If you haven't thought about it, that is okay. Write down what you've always wanted to do but you couldn't because you were a witness. In my previous video, if y'all haven't seen it yet, I have a bucket list that I want to do for my life, but I actually wrote down what I want my dream life to be, what experiences I want to have, who I want to be with, what I want to be doing, how much money I want to be making. Make it real for you. Just visualize, imagine that your life can change, and I promise you, once you have something to look at, you have something actually in front of you that you can hold, that's like, yes, this is happening for me, it motivates you even more. If you don't know what you want to do with your life, if you're not sure, that is okay. Just have a dream life where you're out of this situation. Your dream life could literally just be to have an apartment, just to be independent and have an apartment and just be at peace. That could be your dream life. You can always add on to it. It doesn't have to be stuck there. You can always add more stuff to it, but have a goal in mind, because when you don't have goals in mind and all you hear is negativity, that's all you're going to be focused on. But once you have something to focus on, okay, I need to get out of this house, I need to move out, I'm getting an apartment, this is what I have. Once you have a clear vision of it and you write it down, it's easier for you to visualize it and see it actually happening in your life. I hope this music isn't too loud. Hopefully this person has left. That's basically, Listen, I need you to do something for me. Anytime you face negativity from your parents, I need you to change the game. Change the game on them. Switch it up on them. Switch it up on them. Anytime you hear negativity from your parents, just be like, all right, I got you. Challenge accepted. Bring it on. Let's go. Run it up. You said I'm not going to do anything with my life? Okay, sit there and watch. You say I'm gonna turn to drugs, I'm gonna be an alcoholic, I'm not gonna be happy, I'm not gonna have genuine happiness without this organization. Okay, cool. Challenge accepted. Watch me prosper. That's all you need to say. Challenge accepted. Bring it on. Let's go. Period. That's all you need to say. And then when you actually start to believe in yourself and start to match your actions with what you're saying, and you start to see great things happening in your life and your life starts to change, they can't do anything. All they can do is just sit there and accept it. They have to give it to you. They just have to give it to you at the end of the day, because you prospered. You did what they said you wouldn't. Okay, this guy is literally here playing loud ass music when I'm recording. What is with everybody always wanting to come here and just I'm just trying to talk to my YouTube besties. I hate people. So I'm moving for like the millionth time to find a new spot to record. Oh my gosh, my face probably looks so bad right now. Hopefully this is gonna be a vibe. Okay, y'all, let's try this for a third time. Hopefully no one bothers me here. Please, let me just get through this video. As I was saying, you just have to change the way that you think. You have to change the game, switch it up on them, and I promise you, just take it as a challenge and keep it going, keep it moving, keep swimming. It's just a challenge, okay? It's just a challenge. Remember, it's all a game. It's not that deep. JW life is just, it's all a game. You just have to know how to work it. You just have to know how to play it. This is gonna hurt like a bitch. This is definitely gonna be one of the hardest things you ever have to deal with in your life. But just know that you will never be put in a situation that you cannot handle, because your body and your mind is way more powerful than you know. You can handle anything in this life. I don't care who you are. I don't care what gender you are, what sexuality you are. I don't care how old you are. I do not care what has happened to you in your life. If you believe something, anything can happen. Anything you want in this life, you can have. You just have to believe you can have it, believe you deserve it, and have enough courage to go after it. Put your mind to it, you can and you will do it. I was literally in the same exact situation where I felt like there was nothing I could do that would help me get out. I would never be able to get out. I started to believe all of the lies that JWs had told me, including my parents. I was lying to myself until I hopped out of my head. I stopped listening to all the lies and I started listening to myself and my intuition. I hopped into the truth. I started to actually believe what was actually true to me. Don't internalize what your parents are saying as to be true. It has nothing to do with you and who you truly are to a core. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person. Those are lies. It can be so easy to take all the things that your parents say to you as facts and as true because, like, those are your parents, but it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Once you write down your dream life, take time to write down all the things that you love about yourself. I know. Self-love, really, Jay? We gonna be talking about self-love, really? This is crucial. You need to take the time to come back to yourself and have love for yourself. Write down all the things that you love about yourself. I'm serious. Write down all of your accomplishments, every single thing that you've accomplished in this life. Write down all the ways that you're capable of accomplishing what you want in this life. Write down that dream life. Write down that escape plan. Let's go. We ain't got time to waste. Do you want to know what kept me going? My dream life. The life that I had in my mind that I knew was possible for me and I knew was in my future, and I just matched my actions with my thoughts and it's becoming my reality. Sometimes hope is all you have and hope is all you need. That's why it's so important to love yourself. Give yourself daily positive self-love affirmations. Bring yourself back to the truth. One thing I used to do is just write down all of the negative beliefs I have, all of the self-doubts I have, everything that my parents used to tell me. I would have my journal and I would write down lies. This is just an example. Like, let's say my parents said, oh, I'm never gonna make it out in life without Jehovah's organization. I would write that down, and then next to it, I would have the truth, and I'd be like, that's a lie. I can definitely survive in this life without an organization. I do not need to be in a cult in order to survive. I'm all I have, and I'm all I need. And you just need to reaffirm yourself what the truth is. Show yourself, where does this negative belief come from, and why is it not true? You can't just say, oh no, that's a lie. Okay, why? If you can't actually prove to yourself and convince yourself why what your parents are telling you is untrue, then you're always going to be affected by what they say and what they do. You need to reaffirm to yourself. You need to believe in yourself. And it's hard, I know. I hate when people tell me that, like, you need to believe in yourself, just love yourself. It's not easy, but it is very possible. Just start small. Start with journaling, start with meditation, start with taking better care of yourself. Go exercise. Have affirmations on deck. Despite my current situation, I will make it out. Despite my current situation, I'm going to be successful. My success is inevitable. I'm more than capable of doing whatever it is I want in this life. I have more than enough intelligence to make smart decisions for myself and my life. You have to remind yourself that. Anytime your parents come at you with some BS, just tell yourself in your mind, cap. That's cap. That's a lie. Oh, please. Oh, yep. I know. You're just trying to protect me and whatever. Cool. Awesome. Great. Have that tunnel vision. Bring yourself back to the truth. Use your parents' criticism as practice to deal with extreme self-doubt that you will face in the future. Because when you're out and you're all independent, you still gonna be hit with that depression. You're still gonna be hit with life. Adulting is not easy. So you have to use this time now, use their negativity, use their criticism as motivation to do better in life. Train yourself to think better of yourself, even when people are talking bad about you, even when those people are the people that you love the most. Sometimes the people that you love the most want the worst for you and they don't even know it. Other people do not get to define you. No one else can define you, but who? But you. You are the only person that can define yourself. You are who writes your story. You are the author of your book. No one else has the key to your happiness but you. Just sit there, just observe all the BS that's going on around you and just learn how to react better. As witnesses, we have been trained to think from a fear-based mentality. So it's 100% normal to listen to our parents. It's 100% normal to feel like what they're saying is true, to feel like we really won't get out. We don't have the skills to actually survive in this world without them or without Jehovah or without Jehovah's Witnesses. It's normal to think that everything's gonna be horrible and your life is just gonna go to shambles. It's normal to to start listening to your parents and be like, oh, maybe they're right. Maybe that will happen to me. Maybe I will end up in jail. What if I do end up in drugs? What if I do end up homeless? What if I do end up broke? I'll never get to move out. No, cut it. You cannot listen to them. Listen, yes, I was broke. Yes, I was living in my car. I still pushed through and I still believe that there is better for me out there, and I didn't stop fighting until I had it. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, but I'm still working and I'm still a lot better than where I was, and I'm not going to stop until I have what it is that I deserve. Remind yourself that they're lying to you. They're listening to a narcissistic religion. That's not them. That's just the governing body talking through them. They're brainwashed. They're not even themselves. You need to listen to yourself. Realize that you are not who your parents say you are. You are not what your parents say you are. You are not your limitations. You are not your negative beliefs. You are not what the governing body says you are or says you will be. You are not your parents' projections. You are none of those things. I want you to imagine yourself like you're in a private jet. You on your way to a vacation, whatever, and you just have your Beats on or you have some AirPods on. As you look out, you see the clouds passing by. And those clouds, those are all the negative thoughts. Those clouds, oh, those are your parents. You just see your parents, you're never gonna make it. Cloud passing by. You just see the governing body, if you leave Jehovah, you'll die in Armageddon. Cloud passing by. Learn to just put your Beats on and watch the clouds passing by. Just be an observer of your thoughts. Don't internalize it as yours. Don't internalize it as facts. They're just talking a whole bunch of shit, okay? That's all it is. Doo-doo. Just remember, you're just there chilling with your music, laid back with your Beats on, watching all the negativity. Yep, your parents are talking to you and you are just, you know that there's better for you. Let them talk. Don't worry, I don't even see y'all. I got tunnel vision, okay, baby? Don't take it as your identity. They're just thoughts passing by, just clouds passing by. Your negative thoughts and everything that your parents tell you is not your identity. You do not identify with who your parents think you are or think you should be or think you will be. Your parents do not define who you are. Your parents don't define your character. Your parents don't define your future. Your parents don't tell you where you're going in life. Your parents don't tell you what makes you happy. Your parents don't tell you who you should be in life. Your parents don't tell you what you should love or what you should believe in. No one can do that but you. You create your reality. It's your life, your movie. You have your own keys to the house. What they're saying is not true. You have the power to create your reality, not them. You have the keys to your happiness, not them. Snatch back them keys and drive your own car. You are divinely protected. If you still believe in God, you are God's child. You are the universe's greatest creation. Their words may be painful, yes. Their words may even be powerful enough to make you depressed, yes. So depressed, so sad, so in your feelings where you feel like you'll never be somebody, you'll never be happy in life, you'll always be sad, you'll always be in this JWBS bubble. Anytime you feel like that, I need you to stay in the present moment. Get out of your body and into Mother Nature. At any moment, you have the keys. You have the power to decide that you will not listen to them and you will do what's right for you. You have the power to decide what to believe. You have the power to decide how you should feel about yourself, not your parents. Because your thoughts, the words that you speak over yourself, are the only ones that matter. Your words are more powerful than anyone else's words on this earth. It's your boat. You're the only one driving it, sis. Their words may have power, but yours has the most power over your life. You're just the observer. Your identity is the observer. You are not your thoughts. You're just the observer of your thoughts. Your identity is how you choose to react to those thoughts. How do you react to those thoughts? You are not what your family tells you you are. You are not what your elders tell you you are. You are not what your siblings tell you you are. You are not what society tells you you should be. You are you. You decide who you are. Who you are is not what happened to you. Who you are is not the organization. Who you are is not a witness. Who you are is not your income or how much money your family has. It's not how pretty you are, how many hours you did in service, how many hours you did this month, if you're a pioneer, how many comments you made this week. That means nothing. That has no value. No value whatsoever. Your value is found inside of you. Your value is intrinsic. You have to stop identifying with what everybody tell you you should be and start identifying with what you believe you should be, what your intuition is. Show them they're wrong. Go out there and get the life that you deserve. Prove them wrong, prove yourself right. Get the life that you deserve, because you do deserve it. You do. You really do. You're the only one that can give it to yourself. You're the only one that can go out and get it. It's your vision, not theirs. And at the end of the day, all they can do is just shut up and give you the apology that they owe you. And even if you don't get that apology, that is okay, because you're gonna be too happy living your best life. Have the faith and belief in yourself that no matter how many times you failed in the past, no matter how many times your parents say shit to you that makes you feel horrible, that makes you feel like you'll never prosper in this life, no matter how many times the publications or the meetings tell you that you will never be anything in life, you're just gonna turn to drugs, you're gonna be an alcoholic, you're gonna be a prostitute, no matter what they say, no matter what the mean negative thoughts are that come up in your head, remind yourself over and over and over again who you are and what you deserve in this life until it comes naturally to you. No matter how many negative hate comments you get, no matter how much negativity you get, remind yourself. And the more you remind yourself, the more natural it will come to you. And then anytime you hear negativity, you're just gonna be like, okay, sis. Instead of, oh my gosh, my mom just said this about me, my dad just said this about me, you're just gonna be like, okay, sis, you stay with your JW delusion. Don't you have a meeting to prepare for? Don't you have a Bible study to go do? Don't you have doors to go knock on? Why are you over here stressing about me? I'm living my best life, happy, because I decided to, okay? Because I didn't listen to you. That's why you're there having a miserable JW life, and I'm here having a happy, worldly life. I thought I wasn't gonna prosper. I thought I wasn't gonna be happy. I thought I was never gonna be able to be independent. I thought I was never gonna be able to move out of my house. What happened to that? Because all of those things happened. So let me know what's up. I mean, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, achieving the life that you so badly want and deserve, it takes hard work, but really it just comes down to deciding that in this very moment, this moment right here, no matter how many times you have to remind yourself over and over again, this very moment, I choose to believe that I deserve better. Remind yourself of your truth over and over again. Let them wait for their paradise while you have your own paradise right here on earth right now. You may not be able to get out of your house right now, and that is okay. Work with what you have, because what you have is more than enough. I promise you, I was there where I had no money, I couldn't move out, I literally didn't have a job, I had nothing. I had to work with what I had. All I had was a phone and a computer, and I made it happen. I made the job happen. I made the interview happen. I made the apartment happen. I made the roommate I made everything happen because I put the actions forth. We actually have a real paradise to look forward to. Your parents are entitled to have their own opinions. Your parents are allowed to be Jehovah's Witnesses if they would like to be. That's their path. That's the path that they chose for themselves. As much as it hurts you and it kills you to know that they're being brainwashed, that is their decision. They're allowed to do whatever the hell they want with their life. But you want to know what they're not allowed to do? They're not allowed to tell you what you should do with your life. That's your decision. They're entitled to have their own opinion, but they are not entitled to tell you what your opinion should be. They're not entitled to tell you what you should believe in. They're not entitled to tell you what religion you should stay in. Don't get it twisted. Just because that's what you grew up hearing for how many years and that's all you know, listen, this world is a very crazy, evil world, and a lot of brainwashing goes on. Not just with parents, not just with Jehovah's Witnesses, not just with religion, but everywhere. Capitalism, governments, that's a whole nother video. But just because that's what you grew up believing does not mean you have to continue believing it. Take ownership and start to figure out what you believe in and start to believe it for yourself as your own truth. Take back control of your life. You're gonna feel like you can't. I was there too, and there's a plane. Are you gonna move? You have the power and the strength within. It may not feel like it right now, but you do. Even if you don't believe it, even if you don't believe in yourself, I do. I will believe it for you until you can believe it for yourself. I believe in you. You got this. This video is meant for you. There's a reason you clicked on this video. It is exactly for you because this is your sign. This is your sign. Break out of that JW generational curse. All our parents want to do is put so much stress on us to give our all to this organization, and they don't realize how much it affects our mental health. JW's wake up stress. They're literally committed to stressing about something every damn day. That's why they have so much depression and anxiety. That's why they be putting it onto their kids. They feed off the bad in the world, and they always look for the bad in everything. And that's why they're always gonna be stressed the hell out. They're gonna be constantly stressed, and they're gonna put that stress onto you. Misery loves company. They want you to be miserable with them. They don't want you to actually go out and be genuinely happy without Jehovah's organization. That's why all you can do is just have compassion passion for them. I may not be doing things the way you'd like me to, but I'ma still get it done at the end of the day. I'm still getting it done. Even if it's not the way you want me to, I'm still getting it done. And that's all that matters. Take all that negative criticism that your parents tell you, your elders tell you, other witnesses tell you, whoever it may be, family, friends, I don't care. Whoever's being negative to you, take those thoughts and put it in its place and tell yourself why, even though you say all this stuff about me, this is my truth and this is still what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna still do it at the end of the day. I'm still that girl at the end of the day, whether you believe it or not. Let their negativity get you to your very worst so you can be the one to push yourself to your very best. This is a therapy session right now. Make an escape plan so you have something to look forward to and you have clear goals. Set attainable goals to get you out of there and to just have peace. You don't need to have this perfect dream life right away where you have to be rich. I'm so happy just being independent, being on my own, even though it's stressful having to have all these new bills. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't pay rent. I pay for peace. My rent is literally my peace because I have so much peace just not having all this noise. I have so many more goals that I plan to accomplish. This is just the beginning and I plan to grow and have more and more and more because guess what? I deserve it. I deserve more, and you do too. If you don't have an escape plan, if you have nothing to look forward to, if you don't have a dream life written out, not just in your head, on paper, if you don't have hope, you'll have nothing to keep you afloat. I'm just dropping bars. You will just get sucked back into that JW hurricane. Your parents' only concern should be your happiness, your success, and your growth, just like you. If their main priority for you is not your happiness, success, and growth, then you both want different things. What they may think is best for you may be what's worse for you. Y'all want different things. So you need to reevaluate what happiness means to you, reevaluate what success means to you, reevaluate what you want from your life, what you want in life, what your dream life is like. What does happiness truly mean to you? Your true beliefs without anyone telling you anything. Ask yourself, are my parents advocating what's best for me or what's worse for me? It's so funny how so many people try to tell you about yourself, but not once will they have ever asked you who you are or what you want from this life. When you start doing what's best for you, you're gonna hurt a lot of people. You're gonna disappoint a lot of people. You're gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable, including yourself. There's no way around it. You cannot avoid this part. You cannot avoid this part of the wake-up process. Everybody has to go through it. There's no loophole, there's no shortcut. Nope, you gotta go through it. You're not hurting people. They are hurting themselves. Keep going. You're not responsible for their happiness. You are not responsible for your parents' happiness. Your happiness should be your priority, and so should theirs. Your parents' only priority and responsibility should be your happiness. If they're not advocating for your happiness, then that's your answer. You can still love them, y'all can still have a relationship, but when it comes to them telling you what you should do with your life, and when it comes to them being negative towards you and criticizing you, that's where you gotta put some boundaries up. You gotta raise your standards. This video is hella long and I was not planning for it to be this long. Like guys, I just really want you to know that you can do it no matter what it is. You can do it. I believe in you. Please comment down below if you're going through something or you want me to talk about something in the future, because I got you. We're going through this together, okay? I'm not at my all of a sudden my happiest, dreamiest life, but you know, I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying where I am right now, even though it's not 100% where I want to be. Just because you're not where you want to be in life does not mean you'll never get there. It does not mean that. It's a process. Trust the journey. You guys are amazing. You guys matter. Know who you are. Know your worth. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. If you guys want me to talk about anything else in the future, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. I'll put my payment handles down below if you want to support my channel. And also, please, it really helps if you drop a like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I have something in my eye. Why am I crying right now? Love this for me. It's time to go. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, you are that king and you are that queen. Don't let nobody tell you nothing else. Period. Period. Her. Boom. Boo. Bada beep. Boo. Boo. Bop. Beep. Bop. Deep. Dot. Do. Deep.